Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is the final matchup of Season 19, and we have a good one. It happened. We got matched up against Deadman, who is a follower of the channel. He let me know earlier in the week that we were in the same pool of players, and we were watching it to see if we would get matched up. And it couldn't be a better way, because Deadman here, he is currently in the top 100, and so am I. He's sitting at number 78 with 10 minutes to go before the beginning of Grand Arena. And I'm at number 54 in Division 3. And we'll take a look at him a little bit more in depth in a moment. But first, the recap. Archime here started attacking near the end of Grand Arena. So I haven't really explored what teams he was looking at or how he performed. So he didn't have any trouble on this front wall. I was curious about that Beskar Mando. I just tried throwing some different scoundrels in there to see if it would do anything. And then he had a little trouble with Grievous, a little trouble with CLS, no trouble with the rest of the characters. The intro for this video is going to be a little bit longer. That's why I'm getting started a little bit before the start of Grand Arena. So on the top wall here, Finn stopped him, and he got tripped up by this Telzine team. So that is good. That's what we were expecting. And I didn't think he'd get through my fleet even if he got through that. His roster was inflated with Gear 12, if I recall correctly. So Deadman here, he has a solid roster. We'll quickly take a look at just what the inventory shows. We'll organize this by power, and we'll take a look at the hotbot in a second. So he's got decent depth. He isn't overly... I didn't mean to click on that. His relics don't look inflated. He's got a good distribution. And now we're starting to get into the Gear 12 and Gear 11 with the Zeta characters. I wish I had that Sith Trooper relic. It's kind of spread out. So he's got Veteran Smuggler Han, he's got Kylo and Sith Trooper and First Order Stormtrooper. So he's probably working towards Kylo as well. He has Jedi Master Luke, but not Kylo. And now we're in the Gear 11s. Let's get a feel for how deep his Gear 11s and 12s go. Okay, it looks like he's held off on a lot of this other gear. I tend to put the cheaper ones on. I'll leave any of the more expensive or in-demand ones off. So now let's take a look at what the hotbot should... Actually, I did want to see his first order progress. I didn't take a look at this in my pre-prep. Okay, so he's part of the way there. He's held off on the lesser relics, which is the way you want to do it. Okay, so now the hot bot. We're fairly well distributed just from the bird's eye view. Zooming in here, my guild is 100 million GP larger. Deadman has also said he's going to be trying to play at the same time as me. He's in Europe, so the time zones don't match up exactly. I've got a 200k advantage on lifetime banners and more clears. That's probably because of the pursuit of Galactic Legends. Overall GP is in range. I have more Zetas, but 125 you can easily have all the good Zetas. Like I have some luxuries. I'm well in luxury Zeta territory at this point. He has more relics. Only one additional one on Gear 12, but I have more depth in general. But he is stronger on the higher end, and we're still getting matched up. So that means he's been balancing his roster very well. close on the 6-dot mods. He has the advantage on the 25 plus. But it looks like overall we're kind of even. Like I have more 20 plus, so between the 25 and 20 we're pretty close. And he has a lot of tier 3 relics. Okay. So our Jedi Master Lukes, our Jedi Knight Lukes, our gases. His is more offense heavy, mine's more defense heavy. He has an edge on the Revens. And with the key characters, he still has a 5-star Watt, but that's because of the size of his guild. The rest of these characters are good, and he has the speed advantage on most of these characters, but I have the fleet advantage, and he tends to split them up or keep both for offense. So what I want to do here, now before we have 4 minutes until the start of Grand Arena, we're going to jump in a little early. I'll break down my defense, and then we'll take a look at his once Grand Arena officially starts. Because I changed things up a lot from what I normally do, because I know he knows what my habits are and what I like to set down. And looking at his Grand Arena history, I saw what counters he likes. So one tool I do want to talk about is at SWGOH.gg's website, they have the GAC meta, and you can check what the community as a whole who have accounts on the website do. And so what I looked at was the meta squads on defense. And I looked through to see which ones I don't normally employ and looked at which ones to put down. I was aware of this Master Luke one. I just don't use it because I tend to keep him for offense. This time, however, you're probably going to see him. This Newt team, I've come across before. It's okay. Maybe stronger backwall team. I don't use it because it cannibalizes B1 from Grievous, but I used it in this case because at that 25% hold rate, that's one of the top teams. And so a few more of these teams I started looking through, okay, what do I not usually use? One thing to keep in mind with this is some of these teams work better at relics that you might not have, and some of these teams might be for players who are earlier in the game, like this Bounty Hunter squad. I don't think relics are making that any more dangerous. Like that's a simple squad for me to handle. So we took a look at that data and we incorporated it into our strategy. So we'll start down with this bottom territory here, because this is what he's likely going to attack first. So the Newt team that we previously spoke of, this Ventress team, I'm expecting him to gas solo this if he puts down. I know he's going to make some changes. I don't know how many changes he's going to make to his defense. So if he keeps gas, which I think he will, he'll probably do a gas solo here, which is why I put my stronger Night Sisters in this location. And then we're trying out this Rex team with Barris. It might require a Relic Barris in order to be more effective, but I want him. It's not a team that I throw on defense, so I want to throw some things he's not going to expect. Now the Darth Revan team, he's going to expect that. He's going to have a solution for it. It's there to eat up teams. Because he basically has to use his Jedi Knight Luke or his Jedi Master Luke in order to counter it. Now in the top territory, some different things. We still did Beskar with the Scoundrels because it's unexpected, probably easy, but we know how he's going to handle Karth. At least with Beskar, he's going to have to think about if the typical things will work or not. We made the Mon Mothma team a little bit stronger. In his history, it's tripped him up once or twice. I think that's more location dependent than anything, maybe like a backwall team. I don't think he'll have any trouble with it in that location. This Dooku team was on that list on the second page, so it's not great, but because had a different Newt's team. Dooku had to have a different location, and it looks like right there it has hit 2 o'clock. Now Finn here, he'll have a solution for that, and he'll be expecting that, but it does well, and I'm not going to use it anywhere else. Now the back wall teams. Changing things up with Grievous. I still wanted to throw him on defense. I was thinking about putting other separatist droids with him. But then I started wondering about Quill and IG-11. Quill's boosting his health even further. Then there's some Dispel, there's a Taunt, there's a Nuisance possibility there. It may not work, but it's interesting. I mean, it probably won't work. Telzane is not going to be a trouble for his roster. The Jedi Master Luke team here. Hopefully, the teams he needs to counter it, or the pieces he needs to counter it, will have been used up on the front territory, or he's put in a compromised position. We got CLS and Chupio. We have this weird HK droid team that I threw in. The idea here is BB-8's going to speed everybody up, and hopefully they can do some damage. I don't think it's going to work. But the alternatives were to make my offense shallower, which I didn't want to do because we're starting to get shallow, and he might go really heavy on defense to counter me, in which place I'm in a difficult position. And then the other idea was like Padme is a possibility, but he does Malak solos with Padme, and he knows I like to use Padme. So there's no surprise there. I think he's going to be saving his Malak to handle my Padme. So we just left it off. I'd rather do something different and then see how he deals with it than to give him just the free points that he's expecting. So that's how we are approaching this. Let's see if we need to back out before we can see the teams or if we're good. All right. Here we go, dead man. Let's check. Now let's do this area first. So we have the Grievous team that we can probably Shaak Ti, as long as I don't be foolish like last round. Padme, which is standard and expected. Dooku here, we need to respect. And Hux, so these are all the teams he typically uses so far. Top territory here. Shaak Ti, he does not typically leave on defense. We have the Resistance heroes, his crew team, and Geos. Okay. So what I am going to do to just speed things along is pause and do my planning before we start attacking. Because I don't want my deliberations to bog down this video. Okay, we are back, and while we were planning out our offense, he attacked a team, so let's check that out. He went after Rex, it looks like. All right. Dead man draws first blood. Let's move down here. I figured out most of my strategy. The one team I haven't decided on yet is Dooku. We'll see. We are going to start here at the top. We're going to do Shaak Ti. We just need to... Because I think this is actually harder with B2, so I think we're fine. Because B2 with the Dispels and the AoEs, with IG-100, I think we're going to be... What am I doing? So we're going in with Shaak Ti. Let's get started. This is how it should be. An undefeated season for the both of us. A lot on the line, a lot of advantages, both taking it seriously. This has been a season where I've had a lot of opponents not full clear me, not participate. I don't think I was Jar Jarred at all this season, maybe once. Yeah. And stuns, one stun. Let's keep Arc healthy. We're just going to take this slow, bring down the stacks. We got to heal up a little bit before... God, that might just get through everything, won't it? We're just trying to buy some time because I want more protection up. I need to increase these relics. This is too unpredictable for me. Let's see if we can get through B1. Okay. I don't think this is enough. Maybe if we had Echo. Because with Echo we could stun. Oh my god, can we do it? Do it! Yes! I need to increase their relics anyway for Cam. I brought them up from 2 to 3 last Geo territory battle, or light side one. I need to do it again. That was sloppy. Low banners. And it looks like he's... Okay. Yeah. We're going to do Padme here is our plan. I don't know why I like to take risky counters. It's more rewarding that way. Alright, this is Padme. Oh, it's because she's always on defense. That was an offense-only list. I have never done this before. Because Padme is always on defense for me. But it's pretty devastating. Pretty devastating. There's not going to be a lot of solo opportunities. There's not going to be... I need that feat. I'd like maybe one solo opportunity just for that feat. Now Padme, there's a few ways we could go. There's Traya if I'm feeling like living dangerously. Let's see who he took out. We're going neck and neck right now. He went after Darth Revan. He would have had to use something decent. Probably just as Jedi Knight Luke. Hopefully with his Hermit Yoda. He may have felt tempted to use his Jedi Master Luke. If he has, I'm going to stall him out on that back wall. There's not a lot that can handle that Jedi Master Luke. With that protection up and that weapon, or that tank tech from Watt. Now here with Padme, so the problem is I really want to use my Traya. And it's risky and dumb. The alternative is Jedi Knight Revan or Gas. We're gonna do it. This is what I do. We take risks. We like to take Gear 11 and 12 characters up against the relics and see if we can do it. Previously, I've done Scion, but a lot of the 3v3 stuff I've been looking at has been using Thrawn. I suspect those people have relics that I don't. But we're going to do it anyway. Because this will if this works, this frees me up. And make sure we maintain maximum flexibility on the back wall. Because my roster is going to get shallow. Oh my god. Alright, let's do some cooldown stuff. Let's throw the fracture. How do we usually do this? I always second guess myself on this. I think it's fracture on Padme. And it's isolate. Are you? I should have swapped turns. Alright, this is a loss. We're not going to get to it in time. Yeah, hit the foresight. No, don't do that. Alright, increase cooldowns. Just survive one more. Leave him alone. Alright, we're going to throw the fracture here. Oh my god. Don't do this! We're going to get rid of Padme because anybody can clean this up. Without Padme. Alright. Maybe it would have been better with Scion. I don't know. Or maybe I just shouldn't have done it. Let's see where he's at. He's working. He's still working. All right. Okay. I feel like bounty hunters could clean that up pretty well. But let me think about Dooku first. So, Dooku, we hadn't made a plan for. So he cleared that Newt team without a problem. We'll trip him up on the back wall. Fleets, I think is gonna secure us the win, unless he changed up his pattern, which I don't know if he has. So Dooku, Jango. It's just the Jango changes things a little. Dooku's gonna stealth. Jango's scary, but not super scary. He's only gear 11. I was going to use Han and Chewie somewhere else, but now I'm thinking this is where we want to do it. Because with Han and Chewie, we can just take care of Dooku right from the start. And then we're only having to worry about Jango and B2 here, which shouldn't be a problem. I was going to do Han Chewie at the Finn. We can find another solution for Finn. We're going to do that. I don't know. Why Lando? Let's do... Oh, Wedge is used. What do... Yeah, let's take the speed and the damage. Okay, let's just take out Dooku right away. Let's see if we can get a stun on B2. Stun on B2. No stuns on B2. We did that just for the turn meter. With the buff immunity, that wasn't going to work out. Let's pull back B2's turn meter. Let's do an AO. We could have just done a basic. Alright, we're just going to do basics until Jango gets rid of the damage immunity. And I'll take him out. And now we got to find a different team for Finn, but that was on the gear 12 and 11s. Let's see where Deadman is at. We can clean up Padme with whatever. Okay, so he has cleared the front territory, no problem. Now we need to see if we compromised him with certain teams, because that's why I did the Traya against Padme, is I wanted to maintain flexibility for the back wall, because now, as a reminder, this is what he needs to deal with. We have one difficult team or two difficult teams, and the rest I don't really know about. This could be tricky. This is, I don't know, I've never used it before. I don't know. And then we have our HK team, which is another, I don't know. We threw a bunch of I don't knows down. And now he does have a Malak that I think he was saving for Padme that is no longer, that can be used elsewhere. Now right here, Because I think he saved his best stuff for offense, which is what I usually do. And I mean, he's going to have to use his best stuff against Master Luke, and it's still going to be tough. Like, there's gas teams, and that gas team is like a 50% win rate against Jedi Master Luke. I'm just trying to think through what we want to use. I think we're going to use bounty hunters. Because we can ignore the taunts and just go after Anakin. And that still saves us Jango for the back wall. I want the two guys to ignore taunt. Alright, we'll do that. Yeah, let's just get the stun. Can we get it? Alright. We're calling Boba Fett because of the double tap. Just basic double tap. Taunt. Clear that foresight, and that should be the contract. Let's explode him, and now Mando will take out GK. There we go. Let's check out this back wall, make our plan. The front territory, I'm still thinking like Vader, Jedi Knight, Revan. I was thinking about doing like Kira Nest against his Shaak Ti. So like Vader against Geos, Jedi Knight, Revan against Crew, Kira Nest against Shaak Ti, and then we gotta find something new for Finn. So why is that happening? So it looks like CLS is gone. Now let's check out this back wall. We have Darth Revan, which was that on his list? Darth Revan, he does usually deploy on defense. We got Ventress, we got Mon Mothma, and we got Poe. Okay. Well, we're good. So we got Phasma, Ventress, Darth Revan, Mon Mothma, Poe. So Darth Revan will probably Jedi Knight Luke that. We can gas the Ventress with a no. We could even Jango solo that one. That's a gas or Jango solo. Mon Mothma. We might gas Mon Mothma actually. Let's see. What else do we have? Everyone else is kind of spoken for. We could Wampa, but we're not going to. Alright, we're starting here with Jedi Knight Luke. So Jedi Knight Luke, Hermit Yoda, I guess Old Ben. Yeah. Without Malik, this is not as scary. Normally I like to have like Barris because Barris will do that health equalization. And she'll stick around, but with the relics on old Ben, he should be fine. Oh, we gotta jump back to 4 times. Let's see if we can take out Bastila right here. Not quite. Now we can. It's only a gear 12 Marauder, so I'm not concerned. Alright. You know what? We're not going to do solo. We can take the solos, and that can be where we do the feat. We got that feat. We need Rogue One characters. Who do we need for that? Let's check on our boy Deadman, see how he's doing. Looks like he took out one of the weaker ones. Okay, we went after Mon Mothma. Still deliberating on the other teams. And we're going to check this feat. Because I need this feat. If we win this and we full clear, we're talking likely top 50 finish. So I need 2 of the following: Jin, Cassian, K2. So Jin, Cass, K2. Alright, I think I know how we're going to play that. We're going to do Jango with Jin and Cassian. Because the only real risk here is that there's a couple stuns that can take out Jango. Or not take him out, but stall him long enough where he loses. And having some extra bodies in there will prevent that from happening. And if the worst possible thing happens, there's a possibility that Jin here could... No, let's not do that. Jin is so weak. Where's my K2? My K2 is weak too, but he can taunt. Alright, conflagration, get those debuffs out. None of the rest of that matters. Let's just hit Asajj. Yeah, be distracted by those bodies, that's what we want. Just basic this. Let's get some debuffs. And there we go. We've hit every feat this season. We just got to do the Squad Arena and Fleet Arena feats, and we will have got them all. The only thing we did not do this season was we missed out on a full clear twice. We are evened up. He's slightly ahead. He is now working on Grievous. I'm curious what he's doing with that. Curious if it's anything at all. I mean, it's only 1 extra droid, but the health share from Quill and the heal, some of those extra stats, and it looks like he's gone. Maybe it did nothing, or maybe it drew a decent team, we don't know. Because that was one thing. I used to put Relic Vader on defense, and it always drew a good team. It never got any defense, but just by pulling a team away from somewhere else, I found some value in that. And I don't know how good or bad that Vader team was, because everyone was always using something super strong to counter it, which is good. All right, we're gonna head upwards. We don't need to stay focused on there. Did Deadman hit the other territory? Yeah, he's hit a couple teams in the or one team in the upper territory. Let's check this out. Took out the Finn. See, this is what I mean. He's gone after some familiar things. Okay. He hasn't tripped up yet, but I think we will get him soon enough. Alright, this is Jedi Knight Revan. We can comfortably do that now. Fix that camera. Deadman, you should not have told me and we were matched up until later. I completely changed up everything that I was doing because you let me know. But it did make things more fair. But I'm seeing that you set down a lot of the same stuff you have in the past. So we're going to take out Fox. But that happened with me before too, when I played Heathen 13. He's another YouTuber. He's very good. If I had known he was a YouTuber, I probably would have changed up my defense, but I went into that matchup putting down my own defense, or my normal defense, even though I knew from his Grand Arena history, he changes his strategy based on what his opponents do. So I should have changed up my strategy, but I didn't because I was feeling lazy. And he took me apart because of it. Okay, so there is Revan against Crew. This is just Vader. We got a heat wave going on. I want to turn the AC on, but the mic picks up that sound. And it's no good. I guess we'll throw in Piet. We don't really use them elsewhere. Oh, we need to check back in with our boy. Okay, Force Crush. Merciless Massacre this. I don't know, I feel like in 3v3 when I throw it at Brood Alpha it doesn't do anything. We're going to throw this at Spy. That should take out Brute. Can we get that stun? Nice. And there, that should be good. Okay. I'm surprised he put down Geos, because I don't think that was on his list of teams. Yeah, that's not what he normally puts down from what I could tell. But maybe ran out of depth. Because since he knows how I like to play, he knows that I was just going to Vader that. And I didn't want to give him any easy meals. Alright, he's brought it down to Jedi Master Luke. I hope he saved what he needed. And upper territory here. He's handling Mon Mothma right now. He's still playing flawless. Are we even on teams yet? So no, I'm behind. I gotta catch up. All right, let's head back down here. Let's handle this Mon Mothma. Wait, we have Shaak Ti in the other area. Do we care? That was a motorcycle with some booming music going by, if you heard that. God, I want to Wampa this thing. It would be a very dumb thing to do. Wampa never survives the Relic Mon Mothma. So that's a Gear 12 and lower thing to do. Alright. But if I brought in some stuff, you know what I did with Wampa before is I brought in the Wampa with Mando characters. I had the armor boost up the protection, counters, and recovery of the Wampa. I did that in Territory Wars once, and it worked. It did not work cleanly though. It was kind of terrifying. Oh, this could have been a solo. I was almost thinking about putting gas with Padme on my back wall. Why does this happen? I have to like go in and then back out in order to click on things. Alright, he must be attacking Master Luke right now. Unless he's deliberating. Not deliberating. Or waiting for me to catch up. See, I gotta do it again. I gotta go in and back out. I don't feel like that happens on my phone. I feel like that's a BlueStacks only thing. Alright, Phasma here. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the Cura Nest first. Let's do Cura Nest against Shaak Ti. I feel like I need higher relics on my nest for this to work. It might be dumb. I think we're also gonna put in L3. I think we're just trying to buy time for Nest to get powerful. I was thinking about what if we did that? What if we bring in Vandor? And Vandor's probably just gonna die. Maybe that's better than L3. Because at least that might be a single revive on Cura or something. Because L3 is going to be eaten alive. She's a droid. There's a guaranteed stun on her. Or not. I don't think it's guaranteed. But there's a chance of a stun on her. Doesn't Vandor seem like he needs to do armor shreds? Or does he? It's just Zelbar, right? This is not what I was planning around. I gotta get Vandor like faster or something. Let's stun Shaak Ti. You can see the damage output right now is decent. I'm concerned about the stealths that are incoming though. Okay. Do it. To Echo. I know, like, I should probably be doing Shaak Ti, but I feel like we're getting through Echo and Arcs so fast with these hits. Let's do a Daze. See, that's what I'm talking about. Can we get a big hit here? Take it. Close enough. So close. Bringing in Vandor was a waste of banners. Come on. Come on. That might be enough for Arc Trooper. Not quite. My AoE is not ready, right? Take him out, please. Yes! Can we stun? Oh my god. You guys are eating so much time. Let's just get this done. Alright, now we can auto from here. So we don't have to worry about that stealth anymore. Maybe we could have gone after Shaak Ti with a little bit more focus at the beginning. But we're fine. And I gotta fix this camera again. I really just wish it could refocus itself without me turning it off and back on. Alright, that was a long battle, so let's check and see where Deadman is at. He got through it. Did he do it in one shot or two? 3 shots. Okay. Nice work, Deadman. Still got 2 teams up here, which these guys aren't really a problem. But Dooku held tall. Nice. He probably doesn't have much left after that Master Luke. Let's see, what do I have left? I don't have much left either. So we got JTR, we got Wampa, we got Kylo. So JTR, Wampa, Kylo. We got a first order team we can use. Those guys don't count as anything. We got like part of a bounty hunter team. We got Mando characters. Hux is probably our best team left. So the question is, where do we use our best team? And I think it's against Finn. Is that the team? Or do we want officer? I think I want the taunt. Although I could have had a second team if I would have split these guys up better. AoE. Stun. Advantage. Clear those debuffs. These guys are well modded. You guys are fast. So I'm expecting at most one of the Malevolence or Negotiator. But he also knows I like to put both of them on defense, so maybe he kept them both for offense. Okay, so there's the Malevolence. We can clear that board. He's going to have trouble against me, though. My only hesitancy with this Poe team is I've seen in some of the meta reports that a not good but usable defensive team is if Vet Chewie was here too in this makeup, so it makes me wonder if there's a little bit more here than it looks like. But I think Chewie needs to be there for it to really be anything. So we got Gear 12. We're going to have a lot of assists. We've got a bunch of AoEs. But you know what? I think we'll JTR this one. Because this has a taunt, and JTR will at least get through that taunt. I have no idea what Han will be contributing with that Zeta. And the other team, I don't know, maybe Troopers or something. We're kind of out of teams. Maybe we could do something with Mandos. My only concern is there's more damage output on this upper team that maybe we want the stronger team up against it, but we're just moving forward. Let's although without BB-8 I mean, I guess she's still a resistance. I don't want to use any of those characters. I think we're going to get more use out of like L3 taunting than anything. That's why Geo Ray to me is just the worst requirements. Let's get some evasion down with our burning. I'm going to pull back turn meter on Poe. Just so he doesn't taunt. We get no counters from BB-8. But at least L3 is getting rid of debuffs. Throw a little foresight over there for L3. Throw down more burning. I guess pull the turn meter back. We probably should have done the Mark upgrade. I don't even know what that ability is called right now. Let's check in with Deadman. Very impressed Deadman got through that JML team. Has he opened up fleets yet? Okay, he opens up fleet. There's no way that Mando team did anything. But that Dooku team was a nice surprise performer. And now he has Negotiator and Ackbar as his best options against my fleet, which is possible. That is doable. But my Malevolence and Negotiator are both better than his stuff. All right. The worst debuff is just like a stagger, right? Like, doesn't Phasma throw down some staggers? Oh my god, I want to just use a dumb team. I really want to do like Mandos. Just for fun. Because this seems like the perfect team to attack with Mandos. They're respectably strong enough, but not so strong that it'll easily take them out. So it might be a good like metric to see how effective like a comparable Mando team against that would be. But we got to get this win. We're going for a top 50 finish. What are my troopers like? What are my leaders? There we go. Yeah, let's do Savage. Let's just clean this up with the relics we've got and be done with it. Savage is giving a little extra defense. I don't think we need it. I think one of these relics would be fine, but we're not gonna experiment. Oh, it's not staggered. Speed down. What am I talking about? I think I should have done Mandos. That would have been more fun. But what if I was wrong? Took out the Negotiator. All right. This is where it gets scary. There was no, like... No. All right. I never fill up the last slot, because if you're going to lose, you're never going to get to that last slot. And if you're going to win, you probably never would have got to that last slot. So take the banner. Alright, let's do our wiggle, hit Sunfat because we gotta. Now hit Hyena Bomber. Give me a target lock, please. Of course not. Why would you do that? I guess this might be a bad idea if I don't get a target lock. We're going to lose Biston. That was a bad idea. We're going to lose this. I need you to taunt. See, this is why I don't like the Rebel Y-Wing in this specific scenario, is like you get the shield disruption, then you can't hit it. And I haven't landed a target lock this entire battle. Come on! You ships. Let's heal up the Y-Wing. Yeah, this is a disaster. Complete disaster. Definitely Cassian's U-Wing. I guess in this specific situation with how much of a disaster this has been, the Phantom would have been a nice choice. You know what we're going to do? We're going to bring in the Razor Crest. But first we got to check how Deadman's doing. Because I think... Did he take them all out? No, he still has to deal with the Malevolence. Where is he at? He's doing it right now. I gotta up those relics on my Rebel fleet. Or up some stuff. Alright, we are gonna take out the Empire with my Empire. And then we'll throw everything at the Malevolence. And there's a specific order we'll do it in. Because even though I have a weak Razor Crest, well, one, we got an extra star on it now that we didn't have before. But it also seems to do better against the Malevolence than anything else. Not anything else, than the Negotiator at the current gear and star levels that I have it at. Basic. I feel like I should get more turns. We're going to pull their turn meter back. See, I'm very worried right now. Because he's going to go, I'm not going to have taunt up. I think I need to do basic to try and get the taunt up. Because I can't lose my Vader. Good, 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 good. Yeah, command shuttle. We do the same deal. Heal up my Vader. Now we do our burning. And we're going to take out his Vader as quick as we can. And we're good now. I should have hit the TIE fighter with Vader. Did he have relics on his Thrawn? I can't remember. Because his Thrawn's going to go before mine. He's going to take something out. Probably the Sith Bomber. Yeah. Okay. Let's check our progress. He took it out. Nice work. Nice full clear, dead man. Took him 2 shots, though. That's good. If we get our full clear, we should have the win. But we got a tough upward battle here. Because the Malevolence is a tricky... Come on. It's this thing where we got to back in and out again. Alright, we are bringing in the Razor Crest. And then I think I'm going to bring in the Scimitar because I like how it pairs with Houndstooth. And I don't think this is going to win, but I think it'll weaken the fleet enough that we can bring in something else. Or we'll bring in our next fleets, and we'll bring in the Radis next. Because if that fails, at least we get a shot at taking out his capital ship, at which point we can then clean up with the finalizer. Yeah, let's throw the breach over. No, we should have thrown the breach on. That was a mistake. It shouldn't be costly, but it was definitely a mistake. We're going to save that, I think. No, if there's target lock. I need breach. And this. Perfect. It feels like, I don't know if we are, but it feels like we're doing a decent amount of new damage with the extra star on the Razor Crest. Let's get IG 2000 here. And here we... Oh my, come on. Here we go. That was a great matchup. I think I have a little edge in banners. Let's see where that is. Ooh. Okay. Awesome battle, Deadman. Nice defense. Very impressive work against my defense. Again, he got tripped up only a couple times. One against this Master Loop team, which is extremely tough. He got tripped up once by Dooku up here, which starts getting a little shallow, or his roster is probably getting a little shallow. His is not as deep as mine is by about 500k, and his Gear 11 plus GP or character, however they do it on that hotbot, was less than mine, so I had a little extra there. A few of these teams I put down look like they didn't do much of anything at all, but hopefully got him uncomfortable enough. And then the Negotiator took 2 battles. All right, we got to head to the new account, so we are going to switch over to that and then get this done. This is a long video. And back with a new account. This is a little anticlimactic after all that. And this video is getting long. Unfortunately, I can't upload this until later because I need to get running. So here we go. We lost 2 matches this season. One against Omega earlier in the week. Very good opponent. And one at the beginning of this season of Grand Arena. So far we've lost 3 total. We need to win this though to hit Kyber. And I think we might even need some feats to hit Kyber. Okay, that's not a big deal. Didn't Basila have a Zeta? Because that's going to change things if she has a Zeta. No Zeta, alright, and no big damage dealers, so we got options. We're going to start with Jango here. Right? I almost want to Ewoks this thing. Only level 5 ability. We're going to Ewok this thing. We'll keep our best teams for the back wall. We got Chirpa, Wicket, Elder should be enough. this particular Phoenix matchup, there's no real damage. There's a little bit of protection recovery coming from both Zeb and Chopper. But we're going to be able to out-duel all that. Let's throw down the AoE. Get our turn meter running. Now do a mass assist. That should take out Hera. Chopper's the more annoying of the two. Zeb has a little bit of control capabilities, but not all that much. I think like Kanan is more of a problem with all the counters. There's just not really a good 3v3 squad. Let's hit auto. I am running out of time. That was a long first match. Okay. We'll CLS this one, I guess. Chewie's so far down there, I gotta do it this way. That can probably take out Kylo. Even without the Zeta, you should be using crew lead. Phasma ain't doing nothing. I need that Omega for that turn meter on that ability. Okay. I feel like I'm zoning out. Without the Zeta, you can easily crush this with Palpatine. Because the Zeta is what you need for the tenacity up, and without the tenacity up, it doesn't matter. It just takes a little longer. This is Bastila lead at this point in the game is not even worth doing for new accounts. Because, like, I already have Jedi Knight Revan. And I took my time getting Jedi Knight Revan. There's players who prioritize getting Revan. You could potentially have Jedi Knight Revan as a free-to-play player, like, right around level 85. Like, as soon as you hit level 85. And then just unlock the event. It's really easy to do. You really only need 2 characters for it. Just Bastila and Jolie. So the Bastila Zeta lead is, at this point in the game, is kind of a waste unless you have a developed account and you're using it for other purposes. But that was scary. The computer like did something, and I was scared it was going to crash right in the middle of this battle. Not even BlueStacks, like the whole computer. I feel like my hard drive is on its way out. Like, it's going to collapse and it's going to fail on me any day. Alright, oh, we have ships. I always feel like we should have done this battle first. It would have been a worse, like, intro, worse lead up, but like, emotionally and mentally, I'm done. Like, just one more battle, BlueStacks. Let's get through this. I'll let you cool down and it'll be all good. Let's take out crew. Those big hits are too valuable to waste on somebody with so little health. I think we can take out Cad Bane with this. Perfect. And we good. Do they not have a reinforcement? All right, there we go. I should have checked these feats. I probably. We're at. What were we at? I forget how many points we get in like division whatever this is, division 8, division 10 for a win. Assuming I win. I need 300. That should be Kyber. We should hit Kyber then. Oh, and then we get to claim these. Okay, we got Kyber. We got Kyber right now. Alright. We have never not missed Kyber on any account. There's some nice crystals and Zetas. The gear is trash at this division though. That is just useless except for those HoloLenses. Alright. That is it. Thanks to Deadman for a awesome matchup. Hope we get a rematch at some point in the future. Be safe out there, everyone, and be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.